Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be getting into another draft prospect, and that prospect is defensive end Travon Walker out of Georgia Bulldog. 6'5", 275 pounds, 61 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks, 1 pick, 3 pass deflections, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 forced fumble. That's in about 3 years of work at Georgia. He's pretty much a rotational piece up until 2021, where he started games in 2021. Came into Georgia actually at about 290 plus pounds as a freshman, as a defensive tackle, a very athletic defensive tackle, before kind of losing about 20 so pounds and moving to defensive end. Plays everywhere up and down the line. He's got that versatility. He even has some drop back coverage ability, just drops back in zone. He's not going to run with a running back or a tight end, but he's athletic enough to drop back into a zone. Great size and long. Got the 35 plus long inch arms that a lot of teams covet in their defensive ends and edge rushers. Like I said, he has those long arms, and he will fight off O-linemen with those long arms. Keeps his frame pretty clean from an O-line getting in there and putting him on the turf. Solid range, really good athleticism, good lateral movement too for a big fella, and he'll get a nice push, and he has some nice first step quicks. He has a couple pass rush moves. He's not like when you watch his tape, he's not overly impressive with his pass rush, but he has a really nice spin rush, a spin move that he keeps his arms up. He'll try to knock down passes. He hasn't done a whole lot of that, but he does try to get in the way of the quarterback's vision. So you do like that with a good motor, and he has a really good work ethic to boot. Does have a lot of weaknesses though. His production wasn't all that great. He's not a closer. He's one of those players that you watch that he doesn't really finish. So he didn't produce a lot. I know he was like a rotational piece his first couple of years. And he finally started, and he had one of his best seasons, and he had 6 sacks in his final season as a Georgia Bulldog. But he's a guy that, if you say anything negative about this guy, fans or whoever will come at you and say, well, he wasn't used properly at Georgia. What he was used as, he's basically a run stuffer. That's what he's basically used at, with some ability to get to the quarterback. But he's a set the edge type guy. He's not really the pass rush guy that you want at number 2. He doesn't really have any counter moves. When he gets locked up by an old lineman, just kind of stalemate. He doesn't have anything going on in his repertoire that he can get that old lineman off him. And the stuff, and the fact that he didn't start until year 3 kind of bugs me a little bit too. Not that he's a bad football player by any stretch. I think he's a really good football player. It's just that, he couldn't crack the lineup until year 3. Personally, I think he's best suited as a 3-4 defensive end. In my opinion, that's what I think he is. And the one thing that really bothers me about him a lot is that his pass rush win rate is at about 11%. So that means, you do the math, every 10 snaps, he's winning basically one rep. That to me isn't impressive when you got guys like Aiden Hutchinson, you got guys like that, like the kid from Enigberry. I don't know if I'm saying his name, Angbare, Enigberry. He's got like a 40% pass rush win rate. Aiden with like a 33, Kevon Thibodeau with like a 32 or 30, whatever it is. Those guys are winning more reps than this guy. 11% is not good. You want a guy that's going to be, I know you're not constantly going to be in the background, but you want a guy at a higher rate than 11%. I think he's a late first round pick. The reason why I did a little bit of a deep dive into this guy was because he's being mocked to us like crazy. right now. At two overall. And Lions fans eat it up, eh? Lions fans just eat all this up. This kid is a combine warrior. He was a late first round, second round pick up until the combine, pro day, whatever it is. He was off the charts on his RAS scores, his relative athletic scores. So he was super athletic. He killed it at the combine, and now all of a sudden he's a top 3 pick. I'll never understand that. I don't get it. What you're getting in a Travon Walker, and I'm not saying this kid's going to be bad, but what you're getting with this kid is you're literally getting a kid that I think is Trey Flowers. Like, I've seen the comparisons on the internet. You know, I had some guys telling me that he was Ziggy Ansah out of BYU. He was Trey Flowers. Haven't really heard too much more about him from that aspect, but I had to go look for myself. You know, I've obviously watched Georgia games. I've obviously watched Georgia tape, but I wasn't focusing on Georgia tape until we were getting, like, you know, it just seems like we're getting consistently mocked to him now. So I'm like, I need to see what all the hype is about this kid. Good football player, but he's a kid that sets the edge, plays the run, and he is Trey Flowers 2.0. Like, that's what he is. And I can't unsee it. It's like you watch him play, he's a more athletic Trey Flowers. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't want at number 2 overall, I don't think I'd be comfortable with the Trey Flowers 2.0. And I think that's what he is. Could he be better? Maybe eventually, but I don't know what he's going to be in the pros. He just seems like the guy that his strengths are setting the edge and playing the run, being a run stuffer. You know, he got a couple pass rush moves. Could he be the guy that gets to the quarterback on a consistent basis? But at number 2, I want him living in the backfield. I want guys like that living in the backfield, getting 10 sacks a year at least. You know, you're going to have to be a baller. And I don't know if he's that game-changing type player at number 2 that we covet. So, got some strengths to him, plays the run exceptionally well, sets the edge. You know, his pass rush needs, I think, a lot of work. Is he going to be a guy that's going to get 8 to 12 sacks a year? Is he going to be that type of guy? I don't really know. But at 2, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. I just hope if we do take him, obviously I'll get on board, but doesn't mean I have to like it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. And if he's picked and he fails, we're going to hear it. And if he picks and he blossoms, that's even better. I hope that happens, man, if we do take him. I just don't want him right now at number 2. Not feeling it, man. There's other guys that we can get, I think, that are better at number 2 spot. But that's the video, guys. That's another video prospect. My 9th one, actually. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Get all my videos. Don't forget to like and comment the video. Let's get it out there. Let's talk about Travon Walker. You guys want him at 2? Boom. Let's go, Lions.